Welcome back to school, BCTV. We all hope you had a exceptional, amazing, terrific, outstanding, top of the notch Christmas break.
Right. We are officially in the year of 2023.
This is the week of January 9th. My name is Elijah.
And I'm Coco.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is coming on Monday, January 16th. There will be no school that day in honor of him.
We were so glad to be able to bless the homeless in our community. Thank you so much for being a part of our giving project. We couldn't have done it without you.
Girls volleyball tryouts. Middle school girls come out on January 17th to try out for volleyball. Tryouts will be up on the hill after school. We're going to have an amazing season, so come be a part of it.
Boys soccer tryouts. Middle school boys soccer tryouts are also on January 17th up on the turf after school. It doesn't matter how much experience you may or may not have, come on out and have a great time with us.
This week, we get to hear 2 more book recommendations from some of our favorite teachers. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi everybody, I am Mrs. Friesen. I'm the 8th grade teacher, and I'm going to talk about my favorite book. It's kind of a two-parter. I like The Giver, which I read when I was younger, and I know that you are going to get to read this when you are in 7th grade, but 18 years after the author came out with this one, she came out with The Son. So I'm going to tell you about The Son. I'm going to start by telling you about The Giver. The Giver follows the story of a boy named Jonas. And Jonas is in this perfect world community where these people have determined what would be best for the entire world. And no one has any memories outside of their own home, whatever they have lived. So they don't know anything about the past. They don't know anything about history. And Jonas is chosen to take on all of these memories of the past of the world around them. And they decide that with him in that place and taking all of those memories, that he will be the one to take on any pain, because no one in that community feels pain. They aren't allowed to do anything outside of what is decided for them. They're given their job, they're given their family, who they're going to live with for the rest of their lives. So it's very interesting because it follows just Jonas and his thoughts about this crazy community. And then many years later, the author comes up with this book called The Son. And The Son is a book that follows a completely different character, but the same timeline as The Giver. So I would definitely recommend this book because it is a lot of fun to read. It's an easy read, but it also makes you think about this different world that's out there that doesn't actually exist, but you get to become a part of it. So I would say 4th grade and up, this would be a great book for you to read. Thank you so much for listening to my book recommendation. I hope you guys have a great week.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Kendall, and I am the kindergarten teacher here at Bay Christian School, and I would like to talk to you about one of my favorite books and authors currently. This is the story When God Made You by Matthew Paul Turner. It's a great book for any kid of any age really, but would be a wonderful story to read with your family, especially for our elementary age kids. Something that I love about all of Matthew Paul Turner's books is the illustrations. They are so colorful and bright. The characters are kind of silly looking. I also love that Matthew Paul Turner and his illustrator David Catrow use a lot of different kinds of people, and I really think it shows the beauty of God's creation. In Matthew Paul Turner's books, he talks a lot about God, and in this book, he talks about how special each person is made. That when God made you, he knew all that you would do and all that you would love, and he made you on purpose and for a purpose. So this is a story that I love to read to my son Paxton, and also to my kindergartners, to remind them how special they are and that God made them exactly the way he did on purpose. While this is my favorite book by Matthew Paul Turner, he has some wonderful other books that also are all about God's love for us and how he made the world. He has this one, When God Made Light, When God Made the World, and When I Pray for You. And all of his stories are so beautifully illustrated and written about God's great love for you and how wonderful his creation is. I hope that you enjoyed this review and get a chance to check out Matthew Paul Turner's work.
Thank you so much for joining us today on BCTV. I'm Talia.
And I'm Zara, and we hope you all have a fantastic week.